Hello everybody, Lightweight here yet again, and I have a Blacklight Tango Down gameplay for you today, which I do actually really well. I'm actually really impressed with this game. If you guys haven't been paying attention to my videos, or you're just now getting into playing Blacklight, this game was released for the 360 the beginning of July, and will be released with the PlayStation 3 and the PC in a few weeks. There is no retail version of this game, it's completely download. So that's what makes it all the more impressive. This game is really good, and if you guys like this kind of gameplay, I highly recommend to download this and give it a shot. And if you're kind of skeptical, there's actually a trial version for the 360 where you get to play for about an hour, I believe, and it's actually not including menus, so you can play for an hour completely and get a feel for how the game works out. So the whole point of this video is just kind of to show you guys how the game plays out and how to do well. So this is mainly a tutorial, and I will talk about the different aspects of the game as well, in terms of like customization, because that's a huge part of this game, and some tips as well. So on to customization. There's quite a few things you can do to customize your weapons in this game. It's really impressive. You can go from different scopes, magazines, muzzles, barrels, stock, weapon camo, and weapon tags. Now, everything else might seem kind of standard in terms of customization between the weapons, but the thing that really stands out for me is weapon tags. These are little trinkets that you'll see on the side of the weapons. As you can see on my assault rifle here, there's actually a little bomb guy, and he actually boosts my health up to 175. That actually is not the starting health, I believe. You know, I could be wrong, let me know. But I know that he gives me a boost in my health, and that's a really big advantage in this game, which is really interesting. There's actually 3 different type of boosts that you can give yourself between bullet damage, movement speed, and health. Those are the 3 things that all these attachments are going to be affecting when you add them or remove them. And you'll notice that when my health went down, it actually went back up to 88. That seems to be the average typical number that your health is going to go back up to if it decreases past that number. I'm not really sure how the whole health system works yet. I just know that when you do take damage from your original standing point of where I'm at is 175, which I don't believe is a standard, like I said, it will regenerate up to at least half, it seems like. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that there is no regenerating health. I can't just sit in a corner and get my health back. There's actually health stations and ammo stations back at your spawn. So if you're low on ammo, you can actually go stand next to an ammo crate and it will regenerate your ammo, as you'll see later on in the game. I don't actually use a health station in this game because I do rape these guys' faces. I seriously rip their faces off and make them call home to mom. It's awesome. So, moving on to the tips and sprees, and sorry to kind of go back to customization. If you guys want to see more of the customization of this game, I will actually be doing another video where I talk about all the different customization pieces that you can use and all the different weapons, and that will be no gameplay. It'll just be solely of the menus, so you guys can get a feel for what this game is actually like, and without actually having to play it, since I know you guys on the PS3 and the PC haven't got a chance yet. So look forward to that video. It'll be coming up probably Saturday or Sunday. But let's see here, the tips and the sprees. The killing sprees in this game are a little bit different than what we might be used to in Modern Warfare 2 or Halo. The sprees are 3, 6, 9, and 12. 3 kills is a regular killing spree, then 6 kills is a dominating spree, 9 kills is an unstoppable spree, and 12 kills is godlike. Now in this gameplay, I actually do get a godlike spree and some change. I get, I think, maybe 14 kills in a row, which is actually really impressive for this game because it actually is difficult to stay alive sometimes. You'll notice that when someone charges me, I'm also not dragging my scope along where they're running. Each time someone is close to me, I'm always constantly re-engaging my target with my scope. Now you notice that when I aim down the sights also, it's pretty much instant. This isn't like Modern Warfare 2 where you have to add a perk to make it quick. This is near instantaneous looking down the sights in the ADS. It's really a nice change from the gameplay that we're used to, at least I'm used to, in Modern Warfare 2. And you also notice that there is a kind of a UAV kind of thing, or a radar if you will, that when I press up on the directional pad, I turn on a mode called HRV, which is Hyper Reality Visor or Hyper Reality Vision, whichever you prefer. that lets me see the ammo crates that I previously talked about and the health crates, and it also lets me see friendly teammates and enemies. They will be marked as orange as hostile. That's why I believe that in this game, because you have this new kind of different way to find where your enemies are, camping is pretty much out the window, considering there is no way to turn off or be invisible to the enemy's HRV. So it makes it really, really nice in this game, because you know, if there's somebody sitting in a corner, you're going to be able to find out where they are at all times. And if they're just sitting there, they're not going to be able to, you know, deflect a grenade away or anything, or run away from it. Or you'll get the jump on them and be able to shoot them in the back. I use it quite often in this game, so because of that, map knowledge is really important. When you actually figure out the layout of these maps, you can actually look at your HRV, basically your radar, and figure out where these guys are walking to, because it's not just a screenshot, it's a live action where they are at all times. You can actually look at where they're moving and figure out where you want to be aiming, and it's really useful. Let's see, moving on to like the jumping of the game as well. I don't know if you guys played Halo, and even in Modern Warfare 2, jumping is quite an important tactic, because it can get you to move around the map, because a lot of these are high elevated rooftop kind of maps that if you basically fall through any point on the map, you might die, considering if it's too high. There is fall damage, if you were wondering, which is also another factor that I'll get into a little bit. But jumping in terms of combat and movement is really important. You'll learn also when you're playing that there's actually, I picked up the godlike spree right there, which was awesome. So I'm raping these guys pretty hard. Now what I should have done is actually gone for health, but I didn't. So anyway, using the HRV, it's kind of hard to distinguish where people are when they are at a distance, but I think that once everyone gets used to playing this game, they will, you know, get accommodated to the different routes on each side of the map. Now because the maps are kind of symmetrical, not all of them are, but most of them are symmetrical, it is easy to learn these maps, considering you basically only have to learn one side, and then you're set. Oh, excuse me. And let's see, what else we got? In terms of snipers, I know a lot of you are accustomed to playing like a search and destroy type game, which actually does exist in this game. It's last man standing. And quick scoping is actually possible as well. Now because of the customization and the augmentation of weapons, you can actually upgrade your sniper to the point where quick scoping is really effective, as I saw from one of my subscribers that actually ran around the map quick scoping people. He had a great time with it. I haven't actually had the pleasure of trying it out, but I definitely will, and I might even get gameplay for you if it works out well enough for me. So I'm really excited to try that out. The actual two different grenades in the game as well are the frag grenades, and then you actually unlock proximity mines later on. I'm not sure what level those unlock at, but proximity mines would be incredibly useful, especially in a situation like you can see here. If I would have thrown one of those down and just backed away, those guys would have literally just walked right on that mine, and I would have got, you know, a double kill or a triple kill even. But I kind of, you know, I choked and I threw a nade and didn't back up quite as fast as I should have, and ended up getting pretty much raped for it. So that's the only two grenades in that slot, which is actually on the right side, that I can think about at this time. I think that's it. Now the other two grenades are special grenades. These are equivalent to your stun grenades and flash grenades in Modern Warfare 2. There's a digi grenade and an EMP grenade. Now the EMP grenade, when it's launched and set off on an enemy, will actually reset his visor. Because what you're seeing here isn't like your normal perspective like in Modern Warfare 2. You're actually looking through a visor. So what will happen is that a blue screen will reset your entire visor entirely, and you won't be able to do, you know, see or anything. It's basically the equivalent of being flashed completely, where your screen is entirely white in Modern Warfare 2. And the digi grenade is equivalent to a pretty much high-tech smoke grenade, because in that sense, when you walk into it, it's not just the fact that you can't see, it's your entire HUD is blinded. It's kind of scrambled. So I guess if you want to, you can call it the equivalent between a scrambler and a smoke grenade. So it's actually really interesting. I think that's about all the time I have for today. I will make another video explaining the tutorial of the game, in terms of customization. So if you guys like this kind of gameplay, definitely leave me a comment and I will make more. So thanks a lot. Subscribe if you like it. Like the video. Peace, guys.